So we open with a fight. The twins are throwing glasses. Juicy ends up getting cut. Child, Juicy got hit in that head with the glass like, pooh. Man, them twins is going at it. They both trying to get a beer. Lord, so one guy picks up one of the twins and just carries her out. You got 3 baby daddies, a beer? Well, I mean, girl, your baby daddy is a loser, so I wouldn't throw stones in that glass house. All right, reverse to a week earlier. So now we're at Abira's house. Looks like they moving in. Oh, Abira trying to look cute in her confessional. You better go ahead with the tousled hair. That's some good hair. I like it. So she done moved to Atlanta from Florida. And now Juicy drops by. So Juicy says, so how is music management with Minnie these days? She said her loyalty lies with the twins, so I'm gonna be on my own. So Abira says, well, thank you for your help, Juicy, and I'm going to have a housewarming if you'd like to attend. Now we got Amanda and Minnie working out. All right, Minnie down 20 pounds. So Minnie's like, yeah, you know, Juicy said I was lying about being sick. Amanda's like, we all know you ain't lying about that. Nobody lies about congestive heart failure. Then again, most people don't lie about miscarriages, but that's another topic for another time. So Minnie said, well, since I got a doctor's appointment, let me get some paperwork for her since she always wants a credential and a test. And she's like, I'm going to bring these papers to Abira's housewarming as a gift for Minnie. Now, Minnie, why you gotta do this at the housewarming party for Abira? You can't corner Juicy at another time. You gotta mess up Abira's housewarming. Okay. Amanda's like, I don't want to go to that. Amanda's like, look, if my sister ain't going, I ain't going. Abira too much with the rah-rah. Why support somebody who always talking shit? And Abira does have that Marlowe syndrome where she's always just gonna start in on you. Oh God, Amanda said she wants to do solo music. Are you for real? You can do something for yourself, but I wouldn't advise wasting studio time on music. Now we got Monie showing up at Minnie's with some suitcases. So Monie has been taking some time apart from Warren, and Juicy's like, girl, you think I'm welcoming you with open arms? Juicy said, I don't know if I can deal with you today. Monie is looking sharp in her confessional. I like the top, and I love this asymmetrical bob. Juicy said, yeah, I said you could stay here, but then at the kickoff special, you didn't have my back and showed your natural behind. So because Monie wouldn't side with Juicy at the kickoff special, Juicy's like, you ain't staying here because you're not my friend all the time. But she just said it's not my place to say who's lying and who's not. Juicy, you wanted to say it was a lie. Monie didn't want to say that. That's not Monie not being your friend. She just didn't want to be in it. Why she got to be in your mess? And now it's you didn't reach out after the show. Well, I was going through my divorce, but I reached out to you. Girl. Oh, Juicy said, until you're a good friend like you say you are, I think you need to check into a hotel. Child, she didn't even let her bring the bags in. So Monie storms out. Now we're with Andrea and her deadbeat. Oh, Lord, so she's whining about not being able to smother Amanda no more, and I see why Amanda had to put up some boundaries. So now Monie drops by Abira's with her bags. I thought you were going to a hotel, Monie, but you ain't got hotel money. So Monie like, I thought I had a place to go. And Abira said, I don't know what Shirlene did anyway. She put herself in that mess. And Monie has a point. If somebody tells me about their health, I'ma just believe you. I'm not gonna say, oh, you could be lying, you might be lying. And that is accusing someone. Well, you could be lying. It's still putting it out there that a lie is possible rather than simply accepting the statement. It's obtuse and unseemly. So now Andrea got Amanda over because she missed her and they putting together a dresser. Amanda's like, look, we got our own lives and I want to do stuff other than what we've got going on together. Oh God, stop that whining. You got your own man and your own kids you should be focusing on too. Take your nose out your sister's butt. She's like, I'm not saying I don't want to see you anymore. I'm not saying we're not sisters. Just, give me like 2 feet of breathing room. So we're at the housewarming and Minnie is the first to arrive. Lord, now here comes Juicy. So Abira upset the twins ain't show up, but she said I probably have to kick them out anyway. Then why have them? So Juicy walk in, Minnie and Monie are on the couch, and everybody awky boo. Now, why you think people gonna say hi to you after you said that this girl was lying about her heart failure and you just kicked the other one out her house? I wouldn't say hi to you either. So now we're outside at the fire pit. So Abira says, Juicy, why did you accuse Minnie of lying about her heart failure? Well, Minnie lies. But sometimes you don't need to point out a lie. Sometimes just let a lie lie. The truth will come get it. You don't always have to be the truth. Let the truth pick that up. So Abira says she shouldn't have taken that low blow at Minnie. And I agree, but also Abira, why are you judging? And Minnie said, with that being said, I brought my receipts. Oh, and she threw that letter pop, right in Juicy's face, reminiscent of the chicken wings. Oh, and then Juicy tosses it back at her. Juicy gonna say that paperwork might not even be real. Oh, you know what? Why are you here, Juicy? If it's such a crusade for you to not believe Minnie, then just don't believe her, but do it quietly and away from us. So Abira says, look, you preach it, but you don't practice it. At your big age, you should not be leaving your friends on the doorstep with suitcases in 40-degree weather. You should be a better friend than that. You want to be the matriarch, then be the matriarch. Abira had a point. I mean, the second Juicy came in, everything went down, and it's really because you won't leave Minnie alone. Like, if you don't believe her, then don't believe her. But forcing everybody else to not believe her and try to ice her out, nah, ain't nobody here for it. It's very Nene. So now the twins meet Minnie at a bookstore. Oh no, it's a restaurant. So she fills them in on the housewarming and that they were missed. The twins got a point. They ain't BFFs and she always throwing some slick shade, so I see why they didn't show up. So Juicy meets with Monie, and Juicy apologizes for being a bad friend. She like, you know what, it really wasn't that important. You going through crap with your husband, me being mad at you over some reunion nonsense really ain't that big. I can't believe Monie was putting up with Moreland's nonsense. I mean, Monie got some mess with her, but you could do better than Moreland. Okay, so now that Monie and Juicy are back on track, Juicy celebrated her new eyewear launch, Shades by Juicy. I guess she's kind of known for her sunglasses. So now we at Minnie's house and her mama lost weight. She doesn't look as much like Foghorn Leghorn anymore. Now she's giving much more durable hot point acne. Why is your wig so stiff though? I thought you had a good job. Not a stiff wig. I mean, that wig looked like you could throw it down the stairs. It just landed in the same shape. So the mama just gets through saying, why is everybody acting like they in high school? But then she gonna turn around and say, you gotta upstage Juicy at her eyewear event. So which is it, high school or maturity? Cause you sound a fool. Well, then again, you look a fool, so I'm not surprised you sound the part you're playing. So the Plins are planning on just straight ignoring Abira, which you know ain't gonna work. You gotta say hi to her, get it out the way, and then you can move on. Say hi, sorry I couldn't make it, exchange a pleasantry, and then that's it. It's dead, it's done, it's diffused. All right, so we at the event. Minnie show up looking cute. Abira there with fucked up hair. Oh, geez, Abira thinks that the twins are gonna apologize. You know they ignorant asses ain't gonna do that. So the twins, they deadbeat, and the big slow show up. Abira said, oh, there are the twins and their pets. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I would say one is a Jack Russell and one is a Doberman. So the twins come up and they go and egg Abira, and you know that's gonna get on her nerve. So Abira walk off. She said, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this, excuse me. So after Abira storms off, the girls start looking at these cheap sunglasses, and I mean, they look cheap. Old Navy cheap. Cheaper than, Cynthia's. Oh, Lord, they throwing rose petals at her feet. Well, silk flower petals, because she couldn't afford rose. Dollar store petals. Dollar store. So everybody's enjoying the party, looking at the glasses. Okay, is Juicy throwing shade to Minnie, saying she bossed up on her health? So Abira said, what does health have to do with your shades? See, I'm starting to get a racist tea from these twins. Because they like, Abira's aggressive, Abira's loud, everybody's looking at her. Why is she starting shit? No, Juicy started it when she talked about health during her little speech. So Juicy says, and I'm glad you bossed up on your health. I had to boss up on mine. Can I have a drink, please? And goes to walk away, and the beer grabber, now come here, Shirlene. And so she gonna say, no, this is the first time I've seen the twins. And they gonna say, why did it bother you that we didn't show up? And then here goes a beer with her Marlo. Instead of going the route, I really wanted to patch things up and move forward, you gonna say, why didn't you bring your bubblehead ass to my party? Well, that's why, because you called them bubblehead asses, and they knew it was gonna go there. You proved their point. Get your client! Get your client, Minnie! So now the twins are saying the beer got 3 baby daddies. They just yelling back and forth, and the melee ensues. Juicy gets bopped on the head with the glass. I think it was by a beer. It might have been one of the twins. You can't really see. It's just a mosh pit of little people at this point. A beer said, go to speech therapy. Ooh, the one twin spit in a beer's oh yeah, whoop her ass. Whoop her ass now. Okay, so it was a beer who conked Juicy in the head with the glass. Girl, the twins is trying to rush back in. Well, that was an amazing first episode.